Hello children. Hi 5th class students. How are you all doing? I hope you are doing good and great. Yes? Have you listened yesterday's class? Yeah, how is it? So, we have completed types of nouns. Common noun, proper noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, material noun, singular noun, plural noun, countable and uncountable also. Yeah, and as well as collective too. So I think you all get these types of nouns, and please be careful while you are learning these types of nouns. Okay, you have to be thorough with these types of nouns, because in your objective test that going to conduct on Saturday, no? So I am going to give you questions from this grammar part, types of nouns. Okay, now let's move to the page number 12. So next grammar part. Okay, I am continuing yesterday's lesson. Okay, so what's the next one? Noun gender. What is meant by the gender? What is meant by the gender? Gender means whether you are male or female. That is, gender means male or female. Male means whether you are a boy or a man. If you are a small boy or if you are a teenager, you will call as a boy. Male means boy or man. If adults were there, they were known as man. If a small boy to the teenagers, they were known as boys. And if younger ones are there, if adults were there, they were known as man or men. Okay, so this is the male gender. What is meant by the female gender? Female gender means girl. A girl from, what do we say, that if a baby girl is born, we say her as a girl, not boy. Yes, from when she was born and up to her teenage. Teenage means up to your 10th class, and also after when you are in 11th class, 12th class also, you are considered as girl. And when you become an adult, that means 18, 19, 20, 21, at that age, you were known as a woman. Woman. Okay. See. Male means a boy and man. Female means girl and woman. If you are a boy, you were known as, your gender name is masculine. Masculine. Repeat after me. Masculine. If you are a male, then your gender is masculine. See, you can remember it easily, because male, yum, masculine, yum. Yeah, male starts with a letter M and masculine also starts with a letter M. So, if you are a boy, your gender is male and the gender name is masculine. M-A-S-C-U-L-I-N-E. And coming to the female, if you are a female, that means if you are a girl or a woman, your gender name is feminine. Feminine. F-E-M-I-N-I-N-E. Feminine. Now, it's also very easy to remember, because female starts with F and feminine also starts with F. So, it's very easy to remember. See, we have completed these two. Masculine, feminine. Masculine means male, boy or man. Feminine means girl or woman. The gender name is feminine. And next one, see, common. What is meant by common? Common means we have already seen in our yesterday class. What is common noun? Boys, common noun. Girls, common noun. Like people, they were common noun. Common nouns. What is a proper noun? If we are specifying a boy in a classroom, that is a proper noun. If you are specifying a girl in a classroom, that is a proper noun. So what is this common noun means? We can say it as either it's female or male or children, grandparents, animals, whatever. We say commonly, that noun is known as common noun. Common gender. Common gender. Okay? Whether it's boy or whether it's male, whether it's male or female or grandparents or children, whatever, commonly. Here masculine means only men or male, feminine means only female, but in common we can add all male, female, grandparents, children, animals, everything. And last one is neuter gender. Neuter, N-E-U-T-E-R. Neuter gender means that is things, the name of the things. Book, table, chair, chalk piece, neuter gender. Neuter gender means name of a things. Okay, I think now you get this, the noun gender. Okay, let me repeat again. Male gender means masculine. Boy or a man is known as masculine gender. Girl or a woman, this is a female. Female is nothing but girl or a woman. That is known as feminine gender. Okay. Now common gender means commonly we are saying or together means grandparents, or we have relatives, uncle, aunt, men, women, male, female, children, babies, born babies, everyone come under common gender. Neuter gender means things, the things which we can see, yeah, the things which we can hold also. See, this book is a neuter gender and this duster is a neuter gender. Okay, good. And next, let's move on to the next topic, verbs. Verbs. What is meant by a verb? Let's see. Verb. What is meant by verb? I think you have already gone through the parts of speech, right? How many parts of speech are there? 8 kinds. 8 kinds of parts of speech are there, yeah? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, interjection and preposition. Yeah, 8 kinds of parts of speech were there. Now we are moving into the verb. Verb means the action we have done. The action that we have done physically is known as verb. See here, a verb is a word that shows action. See, I am moving my hands. This is an action. See, I am turning the pages. This is an action I am doing with my hands. Yeah, I am writing on the board. This is the action I am doing here. So, whatever the action that we do physically, that is nothing but verb. The action, write in your classwork book, ma. Action that we do physically. Physically means with our organs, with our hands. We can write with our hands, we can move, we can hold, and we run with our legs, yeah, we dance, yeah, we move, we go here and there, yeah, we swing to and fro like this. These were all come under verbs. Action we do physically, they were known as verbs. So here before verb, after verbs or before verbs, there were some helping verbs were there. Helping verbs, they were known as auxiliary verbs. Okay, auxiliary verbs. What is meant by auxiliary verbs? So let's go into this. What is auxiliary verbs? Means I will say an example. She is playing. As you know that she is a, what is she? Noun or pronoun? Pronoun. She is a pronoun. Yes, I think you are 5th class students. You have already gone through the noun and pronoun also. She is a pronoun to a girl's name. She means either it's if she is someone, if she is Geetika or Ratna or whatever, the girl's name. We generally say girls as she. Yeah, it's a pronoun of a girl. She. Playing. Playing is a verb, as we have already told that playing. We play with we play with all our organs. Says if we want to slide, we play, we just climb the ladder and we slide. No? So that's the action performed by us. So here before the verb, we can see an auxiliary verb. A helping verb known as is. Is. So now today we will see the auxiliary verbs here given on the page number 12. So what are the auxiliary verbs? What are the auxiliary verbs? So that come before the verbs. If there is no auxiliary verbs, that sentence is incomplete. There should be auxiliary verbs, then only the sentence is completed. Okay? Is, was, were, have, has, do, does. So like this. So these are the auxiliary verbs, helping verbs. Helping verbs. These helping verbs will help the verb to be understood clearly. Okay? Helping verbs. For example, what I have wrote earlier, she is playing. Yes, she is playing. You just imagine that is not here. Is not here. She playing. Is this sentence is meaningful? Is this sentence is meaningful? No. Here what we have missed? The helping verb. This is verb. This helping verb will help to this verb to complete the sentence. Okay? If we place is, that is in a present form. If we place was, that is past form. I think you have gone through the tenses also. If you know the tenses, you will come to know what is meant by is, was, will. She will play. Will means we will use this in a future tense. So these were all the helping verbs that helps the verb to complete the sentence. Is, are, was, were. So take a screenshot of this, Take a screenshot or write in your notes so that you will be very clear of this. Is, are, was, were, have, has, do, does, will, shall, can, could. Like this, helping verbs are there. You should be very careful of this. Very careful of this. See, here we can see some helping verbs. Be, will, have and do. Let's go through this. I was singing. I was singing. I will say only one example and the rest of the examples you have to do. Okay. I was singing. Here I is a noun. Singing. Singing means it was an action that was going on. Ing form means going on. Continuous form. Yeah. This is an verb. Here was is a helping verb or auxiliary verb. Helping verb is also known as auxiliary verb. Okay. Was. Yeah. Next, second one. You were singing. You were singing. Here, I is a first person. I. You means the second person. So, you have to use were here. You were singing. Yeah. So, here, were is a helping verb. That's a auxiliary verb. Next. I am singing. I am singing. Am is the helping verb. Next, see here will. I will play. You just round off like this or just keep a box where auxiliary verb was. That's your work you have to do. Okay. Will is here. Will is here. I will play. I is a noun and play is a verb. Play is a verb. Now, what's the helping verb or auxiliary verb? As we have already wrote in the board, no? You have, I told you to take the screenshot. Will is a helping verb. He will be singing. Yes, he will be singing. Here, will be is the helping verb. Next, come to next one. He has sung. He has sung. Sing, sang, sung. That means V3 form. V3 form. So, has. Here, has is a helping verb. Next, they have sung. They have sung. Here, have is a helping verb. Okay. If it is a singular, you can have, if it is a singular, he has sung. He is a singular. So, we used has. We used has. They means so many members were there. Second person. They have sung. So here have is a helping verb. So here we can see also common irregular verbs. Common irregular verbs. Simple present, past and past participle. Simple present, past and past participle. If you know the verbs, you have to know the verb forms also. Verb forms. You have to know the verb forms. Yes? Simple present, past, past participle. Okay? Okay, now sit, sat, sat. First one is sit, sat, sat. You have to know these verbs because these were some irregular which was different to the common verbs like sing, sang, sung. Sing, sang, sung. Some common verbs will be there. Eat, ate, eaten. Eat, ate, eaten. So like this, we have some common verbs. These were the irregular verbs now we are dealing with. Okay. Second one is buy, bought, bought. Here what we have observed, simple past and past participle verb forms are same. Simple past and past participle verb forms are same. See the second one. Buy, bought, bought. Bring, brought, brought. It's not broughten. It's not broughten. Bring, brought, brought. Simple past and past participle, they both verb forms are same. And next, catch, caught, caught. Next, lose, lost, lost. Build, built, built. Build, built, built. Dig, dug, dug. Dig, dug, dug. Fight, fought, fought. Fight, fought, fought. Yeah? So, we have gone through this noun gender, helping verbs, auxiliary verbs and some irregular verbs. Okay? Now, I want to go to complete some grammar part that was left in the lesson 1. What was the name of the lesson 1? What was the name of the lesson 1? The owls in a family. The owls in a family. Yeah? As we have already gave a recap of this. Right? We have already gave the recap of this. I want to complete the remaining grammar part from the lesson 1. The owls in the family. Okay? I will tell, generally I will tell, you just make the corrections. If you have gone through the text, if you have gone through the story, your answers are very easy. Okay? Let's go through the page number 19. Let's go to the page number 19. Making corrections. I think we have completed this. We have completed this. No. Okay. No, we didn't complete this. Based on what you have just read, say whether the following sentences are true or false. We have got, first one is true or false. True or false. If you have gone through the lesson completely, if you understood it completely, your answers are super easy. Okay? So, let's go through this. First one, a spotted owlet is largest owl species. The spotted owlet is largest one or the smallest one? As I have already told you that owlet means it's a small species. So, then this is false. So, the first one is false. Next, second one. Spotted owlets and mynas are friends. Spotted owlets and mynas are friends? No. They just told in the lesson that it were the small owlet, it looks like as a small myna. That's it. They both not were friends. So, second one is also false. And the third one. Spotted owlets lives in the holes of trees. Yes. So, owls, they lives in the like the old bungalows and trees. They'll keep the holes in the tree and they live there. Okay. Third one is, yes, spotted owlets are completely nocturnal birds. Here, a new word you can see, nocturnal. Nocturnal means the birds which came out only night. Nocturnal. Nocturnal birds. Night time. See here the nocturnal that starts with N, no. The birds that come only night time is known as nocturnal. Okay. These were the nocturnal birds. That's right. Spotted owlets eat other small animals. Spotted owlet will eat, it can eat other animals? No, because it's a very small baby. It can't eat. So, that answer is false. Spotted owlets have sharp eyes. Yes. It have sharp eyes. Yes. Spotted owlets have weak beaks. Weak beaks. Does it have weak beaks? No, it has strong beaks. Next, spotted owlets enjoy getting wet. Yes, spotted owlets, they enjoy getting wet. Yes. Now let's come to, I think you have gone through this reference text. Okay. I had placed on a branch. So here they took some sentences from the lesson. They took some sentences from the lesson and they were asking the questions here. Okay. You just go through the questions. You go through the questions and tell me the answers. Okay. You go through the lesson and answer here. For example, I will say one. Okay. I had placed one on a branch of a mango tree and was stooping to pick up the other when I received quite a heavy blow on the back of my head. So here the sentence was told by whom? They will ask the questions from these sentences. Okay, we have to answer them. Here, where was the narrator? So here a girl was a narrator and she found the owlets. Her grandfather and Mr. Aunt Mabelius, we have all gone through this. So where the narrator was, she was on a branch of a mango tree. That's the answer. Okay. What had he placed on a mango tree? Owlet. Yeah. What was he stooping to pick up? Second owlet. He was stooping to pick up the second owlet. Who gave him a heavy blow? So their mother owl was there. She was very furious that they may take their owlets. She was very afraid. She was very screamed that might be the strangers take her owlets. So she was very confused and she was very scared and screamed. So you have to answer like this. If you have gone through the text only, you can answer this. Okay, this is your work you have to do, ma. Next. Madam completed these compound words. Yes, as you have go through your earlier videos, you can see this. Madam completed these compound words and anagrams also. Yeah. So here you have to, and your work is also to connect these compound words. Like open page number 21. Compound words means combining two words together, then you will get one word. That is known as compound word. Yes? See, here we have, this side we have some words and this side we have some words. So by clubbing these two words, we can get one word. See, earth. Earth means where we are living. It's a planet. No? Here, to which we have to relate this. Earth, worm. Worm means insect. Earth plus worm. What is this? Earthworm. Farmer's friend. Earthworm is a farmer's friend. You know, Earth is different. This is a planet. Worm is an insect. If we combine these both, we will have earthworm, which was an insect. In this way, you have to complete this box. Rattle, snake. Dragon, fly. Like this. Humming, bird. Jelly, fish. Lady, bird. In this way, you have to complete. So, complete this and madam had already gone through this. And see, in this grammar time, we have already gone through this proper noun, common noun, everything. See here, types of nouns are there, common nouns are there, material nouns are there, countable, uncountable. We have already gone through yesterday's video regarding these nouns. Yes? Now, it's very easy to read and find out. Noun that refers to a person, place or a thing in general sense is common noun. What is concrete noun? So, here you have a description. If proper noun, special names give to the people, animals, places, buildings or things. The names of days of the week or a month of an year are also the proper noun. So, you have to write some examples here. Proper noun. Proper noun means specifying. Yes, common noun means commonly we will say the names or places or things or whatever. Okay. Next, material noun, as we have already gone through this. From which source we can get a thing, that is a material noun. And countable, which we can count, Number of pencils, number of chalk pieces, like this. And uncountable, which we can't count, like hair, water, sand, stars, as we have gone through this in our earlier class. Yes. See, read this. Now you have another task. Read this paragraph. Go through this paragraph and write what are the proper noun, what are the countable, uncountable, abstract noun, collective noun. Okay, you know this. Proper noun you know, countable you know, uncountable you know, abstract noun also you know, which we can't see, like sorrow, sadness, joy, thirsty. These are all the examples which we can't see with our eye. No? Yes, we can just feel them, but we can't. But we can't show. Yeah? We can't show. That is peace. Peace. I'll feel very happy and peace today. Shall we show our peace to others? No, we can't. We can't show our peacefulness, relaxed feeling. We can't show our feelings. That were the abstract nouns. And collective nouns. Collective, as I have already told you, a bunch of keys, a herd of sheep, like this. So, drag those and write here. Okay? Okay, and describing abstract nouns. So, here we have completed all the first lesson grammar. Yeah? Here, write well. They have given write well. If you have gone through the abstract nouns, you can see this. Yeah? This is also an activity for you. Listen and speak well. You have to go through this and give the answers. Write whatever the work I have given to you. Okay? Write the work I have given to you, and I will also send the answers in your WhatsApp groups. Okay? Then you can check the answers whether they were correct or not. Yes, in today's class we have gone through noun, gender and verbs, auxiliary verbs, helping verbs, some irregular verbs, and the first lesson's grammar. Okay, I hope you all get this. Don't panic. Try to note down all the answers. I will send you the answers in your WhatsApp group. Okay, don't get confused, and all the best for your Saturday's objective exam. And once again we are saying that stay home and stay safe. Don't go outside if it is at most necessary only. Okay, don't go out. Stay home, stay safe. And thank you. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.